I'm Jerry Meek, and I help overwhelmed marketplace leaders rediscover their eternal purpose and find unending joy in their life and leadership. I started with nothing, lived in a trailer, and we didn't have a lot of means. But what I did learn is I learned about integrity. And through that, being diligent every day and everything that I did took me to the next step. And by the time the houses went from a $252,000 contract to $50 million and beyond, I think that's what taught me. But then I reflected back on who are these people? Who are our clients? And what was really interesting to me that I hadn't thought of before that moment was we're building personal resorts for industry titans that everybody in the world uses their products. I've sat toe to toe with them for 1, 2, or 3 years while we're building their house. We became friends and I learned, but the thing that was different from me is it wasn't what they taught me. I wanted to apply it and make my life better and make everybody's life better when I came in contact. So it wasn't just the failures, it was the success of those relationships, those things that the failures built. In this season, I'm waking up every day thinking about people who are struggling. I struggled for the first 20 years not making any money, and I didn't have somebody to go to help me. And I feel like so many times people have the time and talent, but they don't have the resources, that community that they want to be part of. They feel like they're all alone. I remember a meeting with a guy I've worked with for 20 years, and he was struggling. He had too much work, not enough people, cash flow problems. He was trying to do too many things by himself. We were able to figure out that he had too many priorities, but he should only be working on one priority because priority is a single word. I want to help people that are challenged, that don't have a resource, that don't understand the value of what God wants for them in their life. And it's not about eternity. What does God want for them today here on earth? And it's a life lived fully alive. And I think that's the goal that he and I both found together. When I was evaluating what my next season in life was going to be, there were so many opportunities, so many options, but with all of us, we want the one thing. What is that one thing that God wants us to do? And I realized at that moment that the life experiences and the gifts that God gave to me, the gifts that he gave me that I needed to keep working on and developing, would point people in a pathway, in a direction where they could go from, I was once poor, now I'm prosperous. I was once stressed, now I'm calm. There are so many things along those lines that God can do in somebody's life, and he wants us over here. He doesn't want us ill, sick, tired, frustrated. To come to a point in your life where you can first look in the mirror and yourself do those things, that's one thing. But to be able to turn it into multiplication, that's what the challenge is. I want to give back. I want to invest in other people, and I want to hopefully impart my experiences into their lives so they don't have to go through all the struggles and frustrations I did. It was hard being out there alone, feeling like you're an island, nobody to call, nobody with you. And frankly, I felt like that was the one thing that represented my Lord the most. The fact that he wants us to be light. He wants us to prosper. He wants us to be healthy, but he wants us to do it all to his glory and why he put us here on earth. That's why I decided to pursue Glorious Reflections. It's to be living life fully alive, the chains, the bondages of things that they didn't even know were issues, that people could be free of these things, but they could be at peace. They could be focused. They could be productive. They could be making a difference, not just in their lives, but into the lives around them. For me, that's a win. If people can get all these things that don't matter out of their lives and don't even think about them, but fill it up with the good things that matter in life, and not just for now, but for eternity.